Friends, I'm back. Can you see me? Is there something wrong with the chat box? Friends, something is going wrong with the chat box. Can you please log into this chat box that we are having over here? I'm not sure what went wrong there. tarunjagdish.com/chat. Just click on that and you can visit this chat box and you can get clarity on how to take it forward. Okay. I don't know what went wrong. Can you please come over here, friends? tarunjagdish.com/chat. Okay. The chat box over here is not working. I don't know why it is not working, so I'm not able to view your chats. Any chats, please put over here. Okay. So can you see me? Friends, let's start off now. Now, friends, even though we are done with this chapter as such, there is one illustration which I want to work it out. For that one illustration, we'll have to learn the entire concept thoroughly of learning curve. Now, learning curve was there in the old syllabus in QT. Okay, in the new syllabus, learning curve is not there, but they are having this question. So, when they have a question like this, it is very much important for us to learn about learning curve. So, what you do is you write down the next chapter's name in your books as learning curve. Inside that you write down concept number 1, logarithm. Friends, do you remember logarithm and anti-logarithm? If you want to understand this chapter of learning curve, we need to understand the logic of logarithm and anti-logarithm also. Okay? I'll explain to you what is logarithm. I'll give you with a very simple example, friends. Normally, when we do 5 into 4, I get the answer as 20. What logarithm does is that this same 5 into 4 which becomes 20, if you use logarithm, you can get the same answer by using the formula log 5 plus log 4. Whatever answer you get, for that answer you have to take the anti-log. That way you will get the same answer as 20. Okay. So maybe I'll give you this one example to explain what is logarithm and what is anti-logarithm. Okay. Just write down till here in your books. Alright, Ashwin, please use this platform for chatting. All of you, please come on this platform, tarunjagdish.com/chat. I don't know what happened suddenly. I'll just inform Abhilash. Today, even the YouTube live didn't go. It has to go, and it's not in my control now. So I will upload the videos after the class gets over. Alright, friends, have you all put up till here in your books? Okay. I'll now explain to you how this works. First, I'll explain to you what is logarithm. Okay. Logarithm works on two particular concepts. One is called as adjacent and the other one is called as mantissa. Friends, this is not there in your books, but without understanding this, you will never be able to crack the whole question. Okay, so adjacent is basically based on number of digits. Okay, mantissa is taken from the log table. Okay, I'll just show you the log table. It is there in the website tarunjagdish.com/pen drive. If you go there, the material is available. But I'll just show you the material and I'll just show you the log. This table is called as a log table. Okay, this table is the log table. Okay, if you see, maybe I'll highlight this part so that these are the values for which I think this much should be sufficient. Okay, 1.1, 1.11, etc. is here. I don't know where is 1.0. I believe that part has been deleted by mistake. I'll check that. Okay, for time being, let's not bother about these. What is available, let us check for that. Okay, now if you have understood this, can you draw this chart in your books first? Adjacent and mantissa are the two parts. Adjacent is based on number of digits. Mantissa is based on the table log. Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books now? Can I go to the next part? So if I want to find out logarithm 5, log of 5, okay, I have two parts over here. What is the first part called as adjacent? What is the second part called as mantissa? Okay, I told you this is based on number of digits. 5 is how many digits? 1 digit. Okay, since 5 is 1 digit, log 5 will have an adjacent of 0. Now why 0? I will tell you. How many digits are there? 1 digit, so the adjacent value will be 0. If there were 2 digits, the adjacent value will be 1. If it was 3 digits, the adjacent value will be 2. Like that it goes on. Alright. So here what is the value that we got over here? 0. Mantissa is taken from where? It is taken from the table. Let us go to the table now. For 5, let's check. This is 5.0. This is the corresponding value for 5.0. Do I get the answer as 0.69897? 0.69897. So when I merge up these two things together, I get the value as what? 0.69897. Can you write down this in your books now? Alright friends, have you all got the answer of log 5 as 0.6989? My example is 5 into 4, right? Okay. Once you got log 5, we will also do log 4 now. Log 4. This will also have two parts. What are the two parts I told you? One is adjacent and the other one is mantissa. Adjacent is based on what? It is based on the number of digits. So when you talk that this is based on number of digits, ideally what am I supposed to do? One digit is there, so the value will be 0. Mantissa, we take it from where? We take it from the table. Now tell me in the table, what is the Mantissa value? For 4, the value turns out to be 0.60206. So 0.60206. So when you add up these two things, do I get the answer as 0.60206? This is the value for log 4. Can you write down till here in your books now? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books? So we got log 5, we got log 4. I told you 5 into 4 is 20. So log 5 plus log 4, the antilog of that should also give you 20. So that will be 0.69897, 0.69897 plus 0.6020, 0.60206. If I do this, what is the answer I get over here? Do I get the answer as 1.3010? 1.3010 is the answer what I get over here. Okay. Now I have to do what? I have to take the antilog of this answer. Okay. How do I take the antilog of this answer? First you write down till here in your books, friends. You must all be getting confused what the hell is happening here. Yes, Ashwin, something wrong with the chat box all of a sudden. It normally, till date, I never had this problem. We finished the entire SFM batch also, there was no issues. Doesn't matter, let's wait and see. Okay, Abhilash will sort it out today. Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books now? Now, if you got this answer, to take the antilog also we do it in two parts. We will now do the reverse working. We will have the same two things over here. What is the first one? Adjacent. And what is the second one? Mantissa. Okay. Here the adjacent value is already got as 1. Mantissa value is 0.3010. Alright. Here the answer is 1. See friends, we are doing a backward working now. Here number of digits was 1, so we took the value as 0. Here the value is 1, it means how many digits will be there? 2 digits will be there. That is the first part. Now if I go to the matrix, I will go to the table and search for 0.3010. Do I get 0.3010 over here? Just look at this. Okay. What is the corresponding value for 0.2010? 2. So here I get the value as what? 2. How many digits are supposed to be there? 2 digits. If I got the value as 2.0 over here and it should be 2 digits, means the answer would turn out to be how much? 20. Is that the same answer what you got by doing 5 into 4 also? Please write down this. I will give you 3-4 examples. Only then you will get a grip on this part. Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books? So friends, ideally what I did was, see when you do 5 into 4, instead of doing 5 into 4 in logarithm, we can do it as what? 5 plus 4. So log 5 we got the answer as how much? 0.6989. Log 4 I got the answer as 0.60206. Finally, adding up these two, I got this is nothing but log 5 plus log 4. Log 5 plus log 4. So finally I got the answer as 1.3010. That is basically two parts, adjacent and mantissa. Adjacent value became 1, which means how many digits are there? 2 digits. Mantissa, we did a backward working from the table and we got the answer as 20. Let us do one more thing friends. Example number 2. How much is 3 into 2? Common sense will tell you the answer is 6. Let me take 30 into 2. What is the answer you get? 60. Can I say this is nothing but this is log 30 plus log 2? Whatever answer you get, if I take the anti-log of that, I should again get the same answer as 60 only. Correct? So if I want to take log 30, there are again two parts to it. What are the two parts? Adjacent, mantissa. Here tell me how many digits are there? 2 digits. So the adjacent value will be what? 1. Mantissa will come from the table. 3.0. Do I get the answer as 0.4771? Am I right? So if I add up these two things, what is the answer I get over here? 1.4771. Similarly, logarithm 2 will also have two parts, adjacent and what is the second one? Mantissa. Based on number of digits, only one digit is there, so the adjacent value will be how much now? 0. Mantissa will be, for 2 the corresponding value is what? 0.3010. So what is the total value you get over here? 0.3010. Can you write down till here in your books now? Alright friends, have you all put up till here? So now if I want to do log 30 plus log 2, the answer what I will do would be 1.4771 plus 0.3010. If I add up these two numbers, what is the answer I get? I get the answer as 1.7881, correct? Now I have to take the anti-log of this. How do I do the anti-log? I will have the adjacent and I will have the mantissa. Anti-log, since the value is 1, it means how many digits will come over here? It will be 2 digits, okay? 0.7881, let's go and search now. 0.7881 comes over here, am I right? Did I do any mistake? 1.7781. Sorry, it is 7781. It's not 7881. 7781. So where am I getting 0.7781? 0.7781. It comes over here. So if you look at this, the value over here it turns out to be how much? 6. So here I get the answer as how much? 6. But how many digits are supposed to come over there? 2. So the answer turns out to be how much? 60. Can you write down this in your books and finish it off? Please write down this in your books now. Alright friends, have you all got the answer over here now? I hope you are getting a better grip on what is a logarithm and what is anti-logarithm. See, the advantage of logarithm is that instead of multiplication, we just have to do what? Addition. Instead of taking a square, for example, now suppose I want to do what is 100, let's not take 100, 200 divided by 2. What is the answer I get over here? 100. This, if you want to do in log, you can do it in this way: log 200 minus log 2. After doing this, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to take the anti-log. Okay. Log 200, how many digits are there? 3. So the adjacent will be 2.3010 will be the value. Am I right? Minus log 2 means one digit will be 0.3010. If you do this, do I get the answer as 2? Okay. Now I have to find out the anti-log of 2. Correct? If I want to do the anti-log of 2, how will I do it? First thing, 2 means how many digits will be there over here? 3 digits. Okay. Now, corresponding to this, where is 2 coming? Let's go and search. See, 2 is coming over here. No, I should check the 2 inside, is it? 1 minute. Oh, it is 2.0, that means. So here the value is 0, correct? So corresponding to 0, it will be only 0 or it will be 1. Okay, so that is where there is some confusion. This table does not have these values, right? So we just do one thing. We'll just Google and just check for time being. I'll give you the corrected table. Anti-log of 2. Anti-log 2.0. There's an anti-log calculator over here. My table, I don't know how the initial part went wrong. So it's not coming here. We can do it in a different way also. We just have to do 10 raised to whatever is a number. So I just take the Excel. Anti-log can be found using a simple method, but the method is whatever is the number, it has to be raised to 10. So here if you take 2, the answer would be 10 square, which turns out to be 100. Is that exactly the same answer what you get over here? It will be 10 raised to 2. You get the answer as 100. So maybe I'll show you this one also. So you get this will be 10 raised to 1.7781. I'll just try that over here. Can you see the screen? Equal to 10 raised to 1.7781. That will give you the answer as 59.99, or that is equivalent to 60. Have we got almost the same answer over here? If you take this one also, let's try this one. 1.3010 anti-log, you got the answer as 20, right? If you do 10 raised to 1.3010, you get the answer as 19.99. That is nothing but that's again turning out to be 20. So unfortunately for 2, the table that I have provided is not sufficient. So we just have to do 10 raised to. Okay. So I'm just finding out the anti-log using that shortcut method. That is 10 raised to 2. Sorry. 10 raised to 2. would be 10 raised to 2, that is equal to how much? 100. Okay. Actually the value for this should be 1 and it is 3 digits, so you get the answer over here as what? 100. Can you write down this in your books, friends? Sorry for the confusion. Unfortunately, the table did not have the supporting values. That is where the confusion happened. Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books? Maybe I'll give you one more example now. The next example would be calculate 5 square. What is the answer you get? 25. This can also be found out using the formula 2 into log 5. Okay, so let us find out log 5 first. Log 5 would mean 1 digit, so adjacent will be 0. Point, what is the corresponding value for 5? 0.6989. 0.6989. Okay, so 2 into log 5 would mean 2 into 0.6989. I'll get the answer as 1.3978. Okay, so anti-log of 1.3978 would be, first we should take 0.3978. Search for 0.3978. 0.3979 is there. We'll take this one. Correspondent is, what is the value coming over here? 2.5. 2.5, it's 1 means 2 digits, correct? So the answer would turn out to be what? 25. Can you write down this in your books now? Alright friends, everybody is clear with this part. So I hope you have got the idea about what exactly is a log and anti-log. Maybe one more example will make you 100% strong in this. Example, I want to find out the square root of 25. Common sense will tell you the answer is 5. In log, when there is a square root, you divide it by 2. So the answer would be log 25 divided by 2. Log 25 adjacent will be 1 point, mantissa will be for 25. Can you search for 25? 25 will be 0.3979. I will now divide it by 2. 1.3979 divided by 2, I'll get the answer as what? 0.6989. Okay. This has got two parts, adjacent and the other one is mantissa. Adjacent being 0, it will be 1 digit, and mantissa for 6989, let us search 6989. It's coming here for 5. So here it is going out to be 5. Being 1 digit, the answer will be 5. Can you write down this also in your books? Please chat and let me know, have you understood this part, friends? Alright friends, everybody is clear with this? Okay. So I'll just give you the summary of what I just now did. Okay. If you want to do, for example, 5 into 2 in logarithm, what will you do? Log 5 plus log 2. If you want to do 5 square, what will you do? 2 into log 5 is what you will do. Square root of 25, you will do what? Log 25 divided by 2. If you want to do 15 divided by 2, what will you do? Log 15 minus log 2. You get the same answer. Can you put this also in your books now? Alright. Alright friends, I believe everybody is thorough with this part now. If you have understood logarithm, we'll go to the next concept, which is called as learning curve. This concept says that if you repeat the same thing again and again and again, then the time taken for this will normally come down. I will share with you one personality's name over here, with which we'll start this one concept of learning curve, Bruce Lee. Friends, who is Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee is one of the martial artists who actually has achieved such great speed that many people cannot even imagine. In fact, when Bruce Lee was shooting for a movie, normally when it's an action role, what the directors do is whatever action stunts the actors do, they will fast forward it a little bit so that it looks very, very fast. But as far as Bruce Lee was concerned, the kind of moves that he did, it was so fast that people had to actually slow down the speed to understand what he is doing. You can just YouTube Bruce Lee speed and you can check the speed at which he is actually hitting the people around. Bruce Lee is said to be one of the greatest martial artists who ever lived. In fact, there was a time when he was challenged to a table tennis match. Bruce Lee told, I want 6 months time to train myself, after which I will come and I will win the match. Everybody gave him that 6 months of time. He took that 6 months patiently, did literal practice of table tennis game every day consistently without fail. And afterwards, when he came for playing the match, people expected him to come with a table tennis bat. But what Bruce Lee did was, he came with a nunchak. Do you know what is a nunchak? A nunchak is a stick, with a chain in middle and two sticks on two separate corners. And then this guy started playing table tennis with nunchak. Friends, it is so difficult to play with a round bat. Nunchak is round in shape. On top of that, you're balancing it from a chain. So it's even more difficult. But you should see the way Bruce Lee actually played that match, and he actually won that match, and the table tennis champions were all stunned with the way he actually performed over there. Later on, people asked him, what is the secret to your success? For which Bruce Lee gave three answers. One, he said, life is like a plateau, not a mountain. Second thing what he said is, we should be like water. And the last one what he kept saying is, it is my life, I live in my style. First one, he said that life is more like a plateau. It is not like a mountain. What is the difference between a plateau and a mountain? Friends, a mountain, you have a peak, then you come down. Am I right? Plateau, it keeps going further and further. He said at the age of 16, when he was doing martial arts, he used to practice speed. He kept doing the same thing again and again and again, and a point came when he became the fastest martial artist. That day, he thought this is the maximum level, beyond this no one can go. Then Bruce Lee kept on practicing the same thing again and again and again and again. Next time when he came up, he was himself surprised to see that his speed had actually increased. Again he kept on doing the same thing and his speed became more. So he understood one thing, there are absolutely no limits. There is no peak that we can say we can go on getting better and better and better. And that is what Bruce Lee said. Life is more like a plateau and it is not like a mountain. Rule number 2, what he said is we should be like water. What is the speciality of water? Friends, the importance of water is that if you put it in a glass, it takes the shape of a glass. You put it in a bottle, it takes the shape of a bottle. You add red color, it will become red. You add yellow, it becomes yellow. Water is the most flexible thing which is available. He says in real life, we come through ups and downs. We cannot have a stable life thinking every day will be exactly the same. That is a wrong notion what humans have. In real life, we have to be flexible. Some days are good, utilize it. Some days are bad, learn from it. But make sure you're flexible enough to absorb yourself to whatever way life is treating you. Last what he said is that it is my life. He learned karate, he learned kung fu, he learned many other martial arts. Then he created his own martial art. And what he said was that every martial art had a purpose, like self-defense or in case there is some problem attacking the other person. He now said that if it's my life, I don't want to copy karate, I don't want to copy kung fu. I do it in my style. And that's how we created a new martial art. And he says, when you live your life your style, that is the only way you enjoy your life and you become successful. If you try living your life the way others want you to live, you will never be able to succeed. So friends, from exam perspective also, if I want to share these points with you, first one, life is like a plateau, not a mountain. What he meant is that if you repeat the same thing again and again and again, you become so strong in it that the time taken to learn the same thing comes down. It can come down so drastically that one day before the exam, you should be able to revise the entire thing, and that is where you get the leading advantage. So that is what he meant by saying life is like a plateau, not a mountain. Second thing, be like water. Every day is not good. Every day is not bad also. But whatever way the life is treating you, you become flexible according to that. Last one, it is your life, friends. Live it your style. Study yourself. Study the way you enjoy. Party the way you enjoy. Meet the people you like. Read the books that you like. Live in your style. That is the only way you will be 100% satisfied, and only if you are satisfied, you can do that thing to an aggressive level, and that's how you can actually become successful. So let me just take this and give this one important rule, which is an important lesson for learning curve. If you repeat the same task again and again, the time taken to do the same will come down. Can you write down this in your books now? Alright friends, have you written down till here in your books? Let me now take a very simple example. Let me take a person from this class. I'll talk about Preeta. Assume Preeta is making masala dosa. Okay? Units. I'm talking about 90% learning curve. Okay? I'll explain the meaning of this with the help of this example. Suppose to make one masala dosa, the time taken by Preeta is 100 minutes. Does it look too long? Assume she's making the biggest masala dosa the world has ever made. Okay. So to make the first masala dosa, if it takes 100 minutes average time, in order to make two masala dosa, if Preeta is having a 90% learning curve, it will take her 90 minutes only. Okay. 4 masala dosas, it will take her 81 minutes. How did I get this 90 minutes? 100 into 90%. 81 minutes is what? 90 into 90%. 8 masala dosas, it would be 81 into 90%. And it will go on like that. So do I get the answer as 72.90 minutes over here? Am I right? Can you write down this? This is what we call it as 90% learning curve. Friends, before I forget, let me inform one thing. Friends, today evening I am traveling to Trivandrum from Calicut. So my train I have booked in such a way that I will reach Trivandrum by 4:45 in the morning. 6:30 the class should happen as scheduled, as we have scheduled it right now. But maybe if the train is getting late, there might not be a class starting at 6:30. It might start off by 7 o'clock. So tomorrow one day, please be open if I am not able to reach there on time. 99% time chances the train will reach on the right time. Okay, but there's still a 1% chance I might not reach on time. Second thing, right now I'm taking the studio setup, so you can see a complete white background with the whiteboard and everything is written very neatly. Tomorrow there will be a little bit of audio or video will not be as clear as today, okay? But audio should be clear, video will not be that much clear because I will not have a clear studio background, it will be a normal background. So that kind of little bit of which will be there, but it will not affect the overall class quality. The screen, the whiteboard, what I am sharing will be exactly the same. So you don't have to worry about that part, okay? Fine. And I'm returning back on Saturday. Mostly Saturday we will have class. If I'm unable to manage the time, or the train booked is little bit early or a little bit late, I might not be able to take the class, but I will announce and inform you much in advance. All right. Fine, friends. Have you all put up till here in your books now? Okay. So this concept is what we call it as the learning curve concept. Okay. This is the table. What is the core table? I will call it as the core table. But from this table, we can find out a lot of hidden information. Can you give this heading in your books called as core table? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books now? Now, let's come to the next part. From this core table, we can find out some hidden information. Units. Then I'll give the next column heading as average time. First dosa 100 minutes, second dosa 90 minutes, fourth dosa 81 minutes, and eighth dosa will be 72.90 minutes. Am I right? From this, can I not find out the total time? Total time of one dosa will be 100, 2 will be 180, 4 will be 324, and 8 will be 583.20. That's the total time. From this total time, can I find out the incremental time also? 80, 144, and 259.2. Alright, now from this what we will have to do is, we'll have to do incremental time per unit. If you look at this, 80 by 2, so sorry, I have to first write down the incremental units. Here the incremental unit is 1, here additional units is 2, and here additional units is 4. From this I can find out incremental time per incremental unit. I'll get the answer as 80. 144 by 2 will be how much? 72. And 259.2 divided by 4 will be how much? 64.80. Okay, can you write down this in your books now? Alright friends, I think you're still writing. Thank you Ashwin. Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books? Please master this, because now next thing what I'm going to take is little complicated. I think I will do it tomorrow morning. Okay. This part please learn it and keep it properly. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is basically, we know how to find out the average time of 1, 2, 4 and 8 units. I don't know how to find out the average time for 3. This is what I'll teach you tomorrow, and this is the only tricky part which is coming in your pricing chapter. Okay, so please learn this, so tomorrow we can do that part also and finish off with the chapter of pricing and start with the next chapter called as strategic analysis of operating income. Okay, so let's back up today's session with this friends. See you in the next class tomorrow morning, hopefully at 6:30. Thank you so much.